Hello guys, welcome back to our anime explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Swallowed Star original continent based on novel. So let's start. Teacher finally make the breakthrough. Luo Feng was excited. When he shared the inheritance from the ancient civilization, Primal Chaos City leader was already about to make the breakthrough. With the detailed guide of inheritance and the pressure from the war, the humans all wished for Primal Chaos City leader to make the breakthrough before the final war. However, he hadn't made the breakthrough even after the war ended. Fortunately, Luo Feng had become a universe master, and had saved the war by using his endless remote ocean. Teacher craved to make a breakthrough before the war, yet he couldn't. After the war, he did. Luo Feng in the virtual universe immediately took off for where his teacher lived. At the top of Thunder Island in the virtual universe, there was hustle and bustle. Once Luo Feng arrived, he heard all the voices, vigorous, squeaky, and hoarse. Wow! Luo Feng took a look and couldn't help being surprised. So many are here, even from other races. Milky Way Horde leader, said a universe master from another race with dozens of antennae. Come, Milky Way Horde leader. Your teacher made a breakthrough, and you, as his disciple, need to give him some great presents to congratulate him. Many beings from other races walked toward Luo Feng. It was a big deal when someone became a universe supreme master. In the original universe, a race would be automatically classified as a pinnacle race once there was a universe supreme master within the race. Teacher origin had been eternally suppressed, and Huge Axe had died. There hadn't been a universe supreme master in the human race for a long time, which worried those in the Hong Alliance. Now that Primal Chaos City leader had finally become one, all the universe masters felt that there was now a leader. Luo Feng, Luo Feng. Primal Chaos City leader, who was surrounded by many beings, waved at Luo Feng. Luo Feng smiled and walked forward. Teacher. I was under lots of pressure, and could relax even a bit before that war, and I wanted to make a breakthrough before the war. However, I didn't. Primal Chaos City leader shook his head and smiled. I didn't expect to make the breakthrough after relaxing. Luo Feng said, Teacher, you've prepared for a long time, so it's not surprising. He looked around, seeing how hectic the surroundings were. Luo Feng understood that the situation was very tense in the original universe. So Primal Chaos City leader told all the universe masters in the Hong Alliance once he had made his breakthrough. Everyone was celebrating, enhancing the unity within the Hong Alliance. The celebration lasted for more than half a day, after which the other races left one by one. Only human universe masters remained. Luo Feng, why did you transmit the information to us secretly and tell us to stay? What happened? Ice Mountain Master asked. Primal Chaos City leader, Darkness Master, Longyang Master, and the others all looked at Luo Feng. During the party, Luo Feng had indeed secretly sent a message to human universe masters. Luo Feng looked around. There will be a fight between me and Great Thunder Star Tower. Everyone suddenly became silent. Although the humans were confident in Luo Feng, a fight with Great Thunder Star Master was not a trifling matter. Luo Feng, Great Thunder Star Master is not easy to deal with, said Peng Gong Master. Huge Axe died because of him, so we do need to avenge him. However, we don't need to rush it. There's a 30% chance I can kill Great Thunder Star Master, said Luo Feng. Kill him. Everyone, including Primal Chaos City leader, was shocked to their very core. Kill a Universe Supreme Master. Even other Universe Supreme Masters didn't dare to claim something like that, yet Luo Feng said it, and as only a Universe Master. They had, however, seen Luo Feng's plan before. They had witnessed how Luo Feng's endless godly power ocean could resist the soul attack from both the United Forces Alliance and the Freedom Alliance, so they at least had some confidence in him. 30%. Primal Chaos City leader said. Yes. Luo Feng nodded. But is a universe supreme master, after all. I myself am not powerful enough to kill him, so I need the surroundings in the three lands of extremis, which is why I said only 30%. If he's arrogant, he might be hit. The human universe masters, including Void Gold Master, Remote Lord Master, and Qingdong Master, were all astonished and excited at the same time. They found it too good to be true, yet they also knew that Luo Feng had both Boat of Mausoleum and the inheritance from Duandong River. With some special skills, he might actually be able to do it. If I succeed, I can get Great Thunder Godly Armor from Great Thunder Star Master, yelled Remote Lord Master. Great Thunder Godly Armor was a supreme true treasure that belonged to Great Thunder Star Master. Teacher. Luo Feng smiled. I tell everyone to stay, because I can actually succeed. With any luck, all the great beings from Thunderstorm Star Race will die instantly after Great Thunder Star Master is dead, and his small universe will dissipate. Lots of true treasures will appear. Everyone understood now. Universe masters and those under them couldn't control their own destiny. If they lived in the original universe, their life origin was the original universe. As for those life forms from the first and the second universe era, their lives were bound to miniature universes. Once a miniature universe crumbled, all the lives bound to it would die. Of course, if a miniature universe became a holy land, the undying fighters, universe knights, and universe masters in it could live forever. Everyone in the race will die, and there will be countless valuables. We do need to pay attention. Primal Chaos City leader nodded and looked to Darkness Master. Little brother, you'll go yourself. If Luo Feng succeeds, and the miniature universe starts to crumble, you can get all the valuables. Okay. Darkness Master nodded and looked at Luo Feng. Don't make me go there for nothing. Luo Feng smiled. I'll try my best. Nobody in Universe Ocean could say for certain that they could kill a Universe Supreme Master. Luo Feng was gambling as well. Darkness Master secretly left the original universe the same day, and it took him 6 days to get to the miniature universe of Great Thunder Star Master by natural wormholes, teleportation, and fast flying. Miniature universe. A giant black pyramid floated in the Chaos City, and inside the black pyramid, Darkness Master looked at the miniature universe in the distance. That Luo Feng is indeed crazy. He's trying to kill a universe supreme master. Even if he's going to use the surroundings in the land of extremists, it's still incredible. On a giant reef at the center of whirling swamp ocean in Universe Boat. It's incredible. Luo Feng stayed in Star Tower and looked down. He could hear the discussion among Universe Masters. Normally, only Universe Supreme Masters can kill other Universe Supreme Masters during a fight. I haven't heard of any Universe Masters who killed Universe Supreme Masters. I, Luo Feng, already have power at level 9. I'm even top tier among Universe Supreme Masters. Only my speed can't exceed the limit. I can totally create a miracle. Luo Feng was aggressive. It was possible that he could do it in one-on-one combat. However, if it was 1-2 or 1-3, there wouldn't be any hope, which was why he only provoked Great Thunder Star Master. If Xinjiao Emperor and Dragon Rock Ancestor also came, Luo Feng would definitely leave and spread the word that Great Thunder Star Master was a coward. Days passed. The whirlpool in Whirling Swamp Ocean grew increasingly terrifying, and the wind was getting stronger and stronger. The wind on the reef was milder, and the 15 Universe Masters stood there, waiting. Great Thunder Star Master will be here in a short while. Yes. Just wait and see. A fight between Great Thunder Star Master and Milky Way Horde leader. What a show to look forward to. None of those Universe Masters wanted to miss it. Just as they were chatting, a giant bolt of lightning slashed the sky above the darkness of Whirling Swamp Ocean. It arrived on top of the reef from the space in the distance. The Universe Masters, who were originally relaxed, were all excited. A voice came from the sky. Human brat. Give me thunder, Shuttle Master. The giant bolt of lightning from the sky formed the shape of a towering thunder giant. A giant ball of lightning was spinning on its chest. He gazed down with an icy expression. Great thunder, said a cold voice. A silver-caped and silver-winged young man walked out of the side door of Star Tower. He extended his left hand, and Star Tower immediately shrank and fell onto his palm. He sneered and looked up at the Thunder Giant, who was standing still. Great Thunder, Thunder Shuttle Master's life is in my hands, now. How dare you still be so reckless in front of me? Humph. The Thunder Giant in the sky looked down and snorted, trying to suppress his fury. Tell me, what must I do before you will let Thunder Shuttle Master go? Easy, said Luo Feng. Kneel and grovel in front of me and beg for my mercy. Then I'll spare Thunder Shuttle Master. The Universe Masters from the other races were all shocked. Luo Feng was insane. Bastard, the Thunder Giant roared. You dare to insult a Universe Supreme Master. You deserve to die. Luo Feng looked up at the Thunder Giant in the sky. Insult you, he said. If I were powerful enough, I would have tortured and killed you 1,000 times. Great Thunder Star Master looked down. He immediately understood that the humans knew the three who had been involved in Huge Axe's death. That was why Luo Feng insulted him like this. It seems you're not going to give me Thunder Shuttle Master, said Great Thunder Star Master, looking down. I didn't mean to in the first place, said Luo Feng coldly. Thunder Shuttle, Great Thunder Star Master said in the sky. I'll avenge you. All the Universe Masters already hidden in the palace true treasures grew excited after hearing him say this. They all understood that Great Thunder Star Master no longer planned to rescue Thunder Shuttle Master. Instead, he was going to fight Luo Feng. Human brat, I'll show you how stupid it is to challenge a Supreme Master. Thunder Giant roared. His right leg, which was 100 million kilometers long, turned into a great bolt of lightning, striking toward the reef. It was so powerful that the space the lightning passed through was shattered into particles. Great Thunder Star Master is really out of his mind. He must have treated us as non-existent for him to be able to attack all the way here. The Universe Masters, who had hidden in their palace true treasures, were all scared out of their wits. Quickly, they started to manipulate their palace true treasures and flew off in all directions to avoid him. Even if they were all hiding in their palace true treasures, even in a head-on confrontation, they would still be able to survive the attack, and just be merely affected by the waves of the attack. The humongous lightning bolt was earth-shattering, and it had crashed down toward Luo Feng, who was right in the middle of the reef. Snake-like electrical currents appeared like rolling waves. Roar! Upon being bombarded by the lightning bolt, a gigantic, single-horned lizard standing in the middle of the reef looked up at the sky above. Great Thunder! If you are truly capable enough, then bring it on. With a thrust of his 4 hooves, the gigantic, single-horned lizard charged straight into the endless whirling swamp ocean at its side. A body-transforming beast god. The Thunder Giant looked down from the sky above and sneered. Merely the technique of a Universe Master, and yet you dare to show off before me. From the sky high above, the Thunder Giant charged down at the endless whirling swamp ocean in an instant. After creating a splash of icy-cold water, the Thunder Giant dove into the ocean. Universe Masters from the various other races, who had fled far from the scene to hide and watch the war, boarded their palace true treasures and flew back to the reef. Milky Way Horde Leader has transformed into a golden beast god and fled into whirling swamp ocean. Great Thunder Star Master is in hot pursuit and has charged into the ocean too. It is extremely dangerous within whirling swamp ocean. That Milky Way Horde Leader is simply out of his mind. 15 Universe Masters from various races were watching the ongoing war, but no one could clearly see what was happening. They could only rely on the energy ripples detected to judge the situation. At the ocean bed of whirling swamp ocean. Ha ha, Great Thunder Star Master was moving at a high speed within the endless ocean water, and he was brimming with confidence. That human chap. You think you are my match in this whirling swamp ocean? How wrong you are. As a Universe Supreme Master, Great Thunder Star Master was not foolish. He was aware that the only threat Luo Feng could use against him was his extremely strong ability to survive. Because Luo Feng had the boat of Mausoleum, no matter how dangerous the environment was, so long as he hid in it, he could pass through the worst. This was why if they were in extremely dangerous environments like the core ground of Universe Boat, he would never get involved with Luo Feng. Whirling Swamp Ocean was one of the dangerous lands in the internal region of Universe Boat. But when compared to the core region, there was a vast difference in the level of danger. I have a supreme true treasure godly armor on me and possess the godly body of a universe supreme master, great Thunder Star Master told himself. Relying on these, all the other whirlpools in the entire Whirling Swamp Ocean will not be able to harm me. The only threat I face now will be the core of this Whirling Swamp Ocean, the core whirlpool, which is the birthplace of many pinnacle true treasures. How vast the Whirling Swamp Ocean was. The only place that could annihilate Great Thunder Star Master was the core whirlpool of this ocean. So long as I avoid that place, I will not be in any danger. Great Thunder Star Master was very confident. The Thunder Giant moved extremely quickly, so quick that it far exceeded 100 times the limit of light speed. Soon, he caught up with Luo Feng, who had transformed into Golden Beast God. Golden Beast God was trying its best to advance in the direction of the core whirlpool. Apparently, it wanted to take the battle to the core whirlpool. You, young human chap. You want to take the battle to the core whirlpool. You want me killed by the core whirlpool. Great Thunder Star Master came crashing all the way to end up in front of Golden Beast God. With one kick, a large lightning bolt went crashing down to hack onto the body of Golden Beast God. Golden Beast God was thrown off balance as he retreated backward. So foolish. My speed far exceeds 100 times light speed. If I want to fight, I fight. If I want to leave, I leave. Why would I be so silly as to enter the core whirlpool? Great Thunder Star Master laughed loudly. He was, indeed, very arrogant. On the outside, he may have seemed arrogant, but in his heart, Great Thunder Star Master was exercising extreme vigilance. In the entire Whirling Swamp Ocean, the only place that posed a threat to him was the core whirlpool, which was not too far away. Only this one place. But Great Thunder Star Master understood that most of the time, a downfall might not be due to the dangers on the surface, but rather, due to accidentally falling into the ploys of malicious manipulators. This Luo Feng had, after all, received the inheritance of the pulse of Duan Dong River. Who knew what special techniques he was capable of? I must be vigilant, Great Thunder Star Master reminded himself. Roar! Luo Feng let out a roar, and the head of the beast god turned to look at Great Thunder Star Master. In a low voice it taunted, "How timid you are. Could it be that you dared not fight me by the edge of the core whirlpool?" The moment one fully completed the beast god path to become a universe master, then most certainly, he would be able to transform into a beast god. Not only was Luo Feng in the godly body of a beast god, but even his crazy demon extermination godly armor had transformed into beast god form. His original body was protected within his crazy demon extermination godly armor, which, in turn, took on the form of a beast god. This crazy demon extermination godly armor would then be like a pinnacle palace true treasure, where only the core whirlpool of Whirling Swamp Ocean could destroy this golden beast god. Other places would pose no threat to it at all. You really think I'm as foolish as you? The Thunder Giant gave an angry roar. With a step forward, he suddenly raised both arms high up and joined them together. The moment his lightning arms were joined, countless lightning bolts appeared in an entangled mass. Then, together with his raised arms, he let out an angry shout and charged at Luo Feng. It as though the universe was hacked in two. Roar! Luo Feng, who was in the form of a beast god, also roared. Without any intention of dodging, he leaped forward instantly to meet the approaching Thunder Giant. A gigantic lightning bolt that resembled a whip of lightning lashed out at the fast-approaching golden beast god, ripping the sky with one claw. In mid-flight, Golden Beast God suddenly extended its right-hand claws with a wave, in preparation of confronting the approaching lightning whip. Every claw on its right hoof was as sharp as battle blades. Or, more accurately, every claw was a battle blade, blood ghost blade. The right-hand claws of Golden Beast God waved about without restraint, and the claws were naturally doing the same. A streak of blade light appeared. It was weak when it first appeared, but shortly after, it grew bigger and thicker, to the extent of being able to sweep through everything within heaven and earth. A miniature universe appeared and enveloped the huge lightning whip that was hacking at Golden Beast God. The miniature universe cracked open to reveal a thin blade ray that sliced through the lightning whip, causing it to disintegrate in an instant. The blade ray then skimmed across whirling swamp ocean, easily slicing through the ocean as though it were as soft as tofu. It reached the Thunder Giant, where it continued on its streak of attack and swiftly sliced through its body. This was Luo Feng's self-created blade technique, Nirvana Renaissance. The Thunder Giant was forced to retreat a few steps back, creating ripples in the surrounding ocean water. He looked at Luo Feng, feeling a mixture of confusion and shock. Did Luo Feng just execute an 8th tier as the top-level combat power? A moment ago, the continued consumption of Luo Feng's godly body had been to sustain the constant execution of extermination. Furthermore, with the unique characteristic of Blood Ghost Blade, Luo Feng was able to attack with a combat power that reached the 8th tier as the top level. The strength of this force, even with a supreme true treasure armor as protection, meant that Great Thunder Star Master would still feel the pressure. His combat power was only at the 8th tier as the top level. Impossible. Ah! The Thunder Giant let out a roar of rage. Even if you have the inheritance of the pulse of Duan Dong River, you still have to die today. Without warning, numerous arms started appearing from around the Thunder Giant's rib cage. Where he originally only had 2 arms, now he wielded a total of 36 arms. Thunderstorm Star was originally a race that originated from Thunderstorm Star Planet. The moment the Thunder Giant became a true god, because his source of origin had designed his body, he would return to his true form, which was the most dazzling light sphere in the core of his body. His arms, head and all other body parts were gathered and pieced together with his godly power, so of course, he could have any number of arms he desired. Take this blow of mine, the Thunder Giant bellowed. Every arm held a strange, triangular cone, making a total of 36 triangular cones. Every single one of them was a pinnacle true treasure. This formed a complete set of pinnacle true treasures, Universe Imperial Cone, which was quite compatible with this Thunder Giant. Roar! Bring it on! Golden Beast God bellowed as he went head-on with Thunder God again. Streaks of golden rays of lightning shot out from every sharp cone. A total of 36 golden rays of lightning converged in a single moment to form a huge golden cone. The claws on Golden Beast God's right hoof waved wildly, and the blade ray was swept up with everything else. Soundlessly, the miniature universe enveloped the golden cones at the point where both were colliding against one another. Both were annihilated at the same time, and the strong aftereffects swept up everything in the surroundings. Golden Beast God suddenly released a small tower. Go! The small tower expanded rapidly. Golden Beast God roared as he attempted to charge forward again. Star Tower! Great Thunder Star Master saw Star Tower flying toward him, and his eyes reflected his greedy desires. He did not dodge the approaching Star Tower. The claws on the hoof of Beast God, who was actually Luo Feng in his transformed body, and the triangular cones of Great Thunder Star Master. A head-on confrontation between the two entities commenced, and power met with power. At lightning speed, Star Tower, lofty like a towering mountain, crashed onto the head of Great Thunder Star Master, who was making no attempt to dodge. Great Thunder Star Master's entire body was sent crashing down. There was a dent in his skull as part of it sank in from the blow he had received. Yet with the flow of lightning, his skull seemed to recover in no time. 8th tier as the top-level combat power. Great Thunder Star Master was shocked and gazed at Star Tower. Great Thunder! Beast God Luo Feng roared as he charged forward like a lunatic. Alternating between his left and right hooves, he was clawing his way forward. Blood Ghost Blade was, at times, a sharp claw on his right hoof, at other times, it would be a sharp claw on his left hoof. Golden Beast God was incomparably brutal and fierce, as he was clashing against Great Thunder Star Master in an all-out face-off. He refused to lose. At the same time, Star Tower was exchanging blows with Great Thunder Star Master. Every hit was like a full-fledged attack dealt by a Universe Supreme Master. His attacks carried power at the 8th tier level. Within a fleeting moment, it felt as though two Universe Supreme Masters were attacking at the same time. Such an impact sent Great Thunder Star Master retreating backward. How could he be so strong? Said Great Thunder Star Master. Even for a Universe Supreme Master to execute such force at the 8th tier level. Firstly, he must have a secret technique, and secondly, he must have a suitable true treasure. This Luo Feng, be it at close range or through the manipulation of Star Tower, is able to unleash such powerful force. He is only a Universe Master. This inheritance of the pulse of Du and Dong River is simply too powerful. Great Thunder Star Master was forced to retreat upon being attached. As he looked on, behind him was the core whirlpool of the whirling swamp ocean. After all, the reef was near to the core whirlpool to begin with. Right at the beginning, when Luo Feng entered whirling swamp ocean, he headed straight in the direction of the core whirlpool, so the distance was reduced even more. At that moment, the battle was brought right next to the core whirlpool as they continued to fight. The strangulation power of the whirlpool was so strong that it had already spread its influence all over the surroundings. How can a mere Universe Master wield such terrifying combat power? Great Thunder Star Master said. He was jealous and angry at the same time, but he still maintained a cool composure. Behind me is the core whirlpool. I can't go on fighting now. If I continue to fight, I will definitely be at a disadvantage. Therefore, he made up his mind very quickly. Ha ha ha. Young human chap, this inheritance of the pulse of Du and Dong River is indeed impressive if it can even allow you to achieve such combat power, where I am unable to do anything to you. I shall stop here for now. While I have annihilated Huge Axe, you have killed my Thunder Master in return. Calculating the difference, I am still the winner. Ha ha. While still laughing with great arrogance, Great Thunder Star Master immediately accelerated and prepared to make a speedy departure. In the palace of Boat of Mausoleum, Golden Horned Beast Luo Feng stood on his 4 hoofs. He looked outside and was terrified. What's that black air? It's like the opposite of godly power, like water and fire, or light and dark. It's exactly the opposite to godly power. I have never heard of power like this. Such helplessness intimidated Luo Feng. He was indeed powerful, yet he could do nothing to resist it. The black air wasn't even recorded in the inheritance from Du and Dong River, or it had been recorded, but was covered by the original mind. Perhaps that's why the original universe wants the 3 dead. Luo Feng suddenly understood it. If every Universe Supreme Master had that black air, it wouldn't be a secret, and he should know about it. At least there should have been some records about it in the inheritance from Du and Dong River. Apparently, that black air was extraordinary, as Great Thunder Star Master didn't even perform it at first and chose to run away. He only used it when he was almost hopeless. Strange objects aren't allowed in the original universe, thought Luo Feng. Yuan Ao Master was killed because he had a strange object, and the strange object was banished from the original universe. That black air is owned by Great Thunder Star Master, which also makes the original mind want him dead. Besides, why did they want Huge Axe dead? Thoughts flooded Luo Feng's mind. He sensed that Universe Ocean wasn't as simple as he had believed. Great Thunder Star Master, Zhenjiu Emperor, and Dragon Rock Ancestral God. They must have held a great secret. Luo Feng's mind worked very quickly. He was staring at the outside and driving Star Tower, with his godly power, to suppress Great Thunder Star Master. Both his original body, and his Golden Horned Beast body could drive the true treasure. Boat of Mausoleum, flying swiftly, crashed into Great Thunder Star Master. The 10 billion kilometer Boat of Mausoleum was enormous. It would take Great Thunder Star Master more than a day to fly that far at his speed. It was a horrifying strike. Shouted Great Thunder Star Master. He has another body. God, I'm human. Great Thunder Star Master became desperate. He had thought that he had killed Luo Feng, and that the true treasures and valuables wouldn't be a threat anymore without being controlled. Even though he had suffered a huge loss, it could have been made up for through all the valuables. Even if Luo Feng had another body, it couldn't do anything to help if it was in the original universe. However, Luo Feng's Golden Horned Beast body was in Boat of Mausoleum. Luo Feng was very careful and didn't dare to be reckless. Though he was confident, he still had a backup plan. His two godly bodies wouldn't come up together usually. His original body would do the adventuring, while his golden horned beast body would stay in Boat of Mausoleum. Even if his original body was killed, his golden horned beast body could come out and save the day. This backup plan had helped Luo Feng dodge a bullet this time. If both of his bodies had come out, both of them would have been killed by the Black Air, and all his valuables would have been seized by Great Thunder Star Master. Luo Feng secretly rejoiced. No matter how confident I am, I need to have a backup plan. No, no, said Great Thunder Star Master. He was suppressed by Star Tower, and the towering Boat of Mausoleum kept pushing him to the core whirlpool. He wasn't able to resist the power from Boat of Mausoleum at all, and he kept being pushed backward. He was already in the core whirlpool. I have fought until now, said Great Thunder Star Master. He was in agony. I risked everything to transcend incarnations. I'm not meant to die here. It shouldn't be this way. No. I should die at the hands of a universe master. With that unwilling shout, Great Thunderstar Master was pressed into the core whirlpool by Boat of Mausoleum. The tearing power from the core whirlpool in whirling swamp ocean kept hitting him, and his thunder giant body was torn apart quickly. Even with the supreme true treasure armor weakening the attacks, the power still damaged his body through the godly armor. After only a short while, the last roar came. I'm not willing. Everything went silent. The base of Boat of Mausoleum opened, and a giant entry appeared. Even in the core whirlpool, Boat of Mausoleum was still steady as a rock. It swallowed all the valuables from the dead Great Thunder Star Master and Star Tower. The giant gate at the base closed, and Boat of Mausoleum flew out. Blood Shadow Blade, the Silver Four Wings, and Crazy Demon Extermination Godly Armor all flew into Boat of Mausoleum through the side gate. In the main cabin at the base of Boat of Mausoleum, a golden horned beast walked through the hallway. Just as he was walking, the godly power from Golden Horned Beast extended out of his body and formed a human shape. Soon, an Earthling original body was formed. The Earthling original body had 90% of the godly body, while the Golden Horned Beast only had 10%. For what it's worth, I'll leave a body in Boat of Mausoleum, so I can at least take the true treasures back. Luo Feng felt fortunate. He would be more careful after that fight. Luo Feng and Golden Horned Beast walked to the handrail, and saw the large number of objects in the bottom cabin, Star Tower, valuables left by Great Thunder Star Master, and parts of the body of Great Thunder Star Master. Come. Luo Feng waved his hands. Blood Shadow Blade, Star Tower, Crazy Demon Extermination Godly Armor, and the other valuables flew and merged with the original body. No wonder it's a Universe Supreme Master. He even had a body after he died. Luo Feng smiled and looked down at the pieces of the body. Universe Supreme Masters were of a completely different life form than those under them. Life forms determined power, and different life forms had completely different levels of power. Only because of the suppression created by the rules could only wield godly power at 10,000 times that of Universe Masters. If there wasn't for suppression, even with the environment, he couldn't have killed a Universe Supreme Master so easily with Boat of Mausoleum and Duan Mia. Let me see what valuables I got. Luo Feng started to check his trophies. At that moment, weird things were happening in different areas in the three lands of Extremis. It's dangerous in the front. In the deep area of the inner area of Tilted Peak Sector, 6 Universe Masters were carefully looking at the front. One of the Masters was talking. Suddenly, a great being from the thunderstorm star race fell without warning. His godly body was intact, yet it was lifeless. The other 5 Universe Masters were all shocked. He died. How? How did he die without any signs? Nobody attacked him. Did the miniature universe he lived in crumble? If a miniature universe crumbles, all the lives bound to it will die. Did Great Thunder Star Master die? I heard that Great Thunder Star Master fought Milky Way Horde leader, Luo Feng. Could it be? At that moment, 6 Universe Masters from Thunderstorm race were found to be dead in Universe Ocean, and lots of powers started to contact the 15 Universe Masters, who were watching on the reef of Whirling Swamp Ocean. On the central reef of Whirling Swamp Ocean, the 15 Universe Supreme Masters were in their palaces, watching the fight anxiously and feeling the ripples of power. One message after another was sent. Did Great Thunder Star Master die? Did you see something? All 15 Universe Masters were talking to their friends and the leaders of their races. No, we can't see anything. Luo Feng is fighting Great Thunder Star Master. They are fighting at the bottom of Whirling Swamp Ocean, so we don't dare to go down. The surroundings were shaking before, yet it's quiet now. We didn't see anything. Are you saying that several Universe Masters from Thunderstorm Star died without being attacked? Yes, Luo Feng and Great Thunder Star Master were fighting at the bottom of the sea. Great Thunder Star Master must have died. Otherwise, there's no explanation. Ancestor, go to the miniature universe of Great Thunder Star Master. If he dies and his miniature universe crumbles, lots of Universe Masters and Universe Knights will be dead instantly. Those valuables don't have masters now. There's also storage in the race of Thunderstorm Star. Quick! The humans are still in the original universe, and it'll take them a long time to arrive there. The miniature universe of our race is close to that one. Quick! Go there now. At the same time, the giant spaceship emerged from the core whirlpool of Whirling Swamp Ocean. It covered the sky and land, and it raced forward confidently and recklessly. Those 15 Universe Masters, who were communicating with their friends and races, were all dazed. Then they started to notify others. Ancestor, I see it. Boat of Mausoleum. Boat of Mausoleum. Boat of Mausoleum just flew out of Whirling Swamp Ocean. I can't see Great Thunder Star Master. Great Thunder Star Master must have died. Incredible. A Universe Supreme Master just died. How did Luo Feng do it? It's Boat of Mausoleum, and I can't see Great Thunder Star Master. I don't see him. Lots of powers knew instantly, and quite a few powers immediately figured out that the small universe of Great Thunder Star Master had crumbled. All those valuables would be masterless. Many Universe Masters, and even Universe Supreme Masters took off there. They all thought that even Luo Feng hadn't really expected to win, so humans wouldn't have arranged anyone outside the miniature universe of Great Thunder Star Master. Endless air permeated. The Black Pyramid was floating. Inside it, Darkness Master stared at the giant miniature universe in the distance. Suddenly, an email was sent to him through the virtual universe. There were only 6 words in the email: Great Thunder is dead. Starting collecting. Darkness Master opened his eyes wide and was dazed for 3 seconds. Then he bellowed, he really killed a Universe Supreme Master. This nephew of mine is impressive. Ha ha ha. Crumbling small universe, here I come. Darkness Master flew toward the miniature universe in Black Prison Tower. When he was approaching, he saw that the surface of the small universe was already cracked. This video will end here.